Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your Galactic Thursday message, where I will tune in to our galactic brothers and sisters and see what the messages are from the stars. So, thank you so much for joining me as always. I'm grateful to be here, grateful to bring through these messages. And if you're new to my channel, every Thursday I tune in to my Galactic Council and see what's happening in the cosmos. And I'm not sure what it's going to be today at all. I've gotten no insights this morning. So I'm going to tune in right now, see who's there, and we'll see what they have to share. So just hold on one sec. This is really interesting. Okay, this is coming from my Pleiadian guide, Orion, as well as my Mantis guide. And interesting that yesterday, Mother Gaia energy came through the insectoid realm. I was wondering if I would see Uzma today. She's my Mantis guide. And she is here. So is my Pleiadian guide. They're coming together. And they're talking about this is really interesting. They're saying not only are we reaching a new okay, so yesterday's message, I was talking about the ending of cycles. If you missed it, you want to listen to it. That's happening for us as humanity. At the same time, there's a closure and completion of cycles because of what Mother Earth has been talking about letting go of trying to hold these cracks together. I did do a podcast on that about 3 weeks ago, so you can look that up. And they're saying that there are a lot of different creatures, and they keep showing me right now octopus. And they're saying there's a lot of different creatures on our planet that either are going to make themselves more known, seen, or more will be known and understood about them. And again, they're bringing me back to the octopus, and they're saying, like the octopus, for example, is much more intelligent than we realize, a vast, vast intelligence within that creature. And we're going to be seeing this over the next while of more animals being brought into a level of discussion about their intellectual awareness. And what it's doing, this makes sense. They're showing me what it's doing is it's taking humanity off its pedestal. And not to say that, like, we're not being negative about humanity, but humanity has held itself on such a high pedestal, negating the amount of intelligence there is on the planet. And that's through trees, through the elements, through animals. And we know this, right? But they're saying it's like the octopus, as we start to recognize its intelligence, it starts to pull humanity down to sort of like an even playing field where all the energies are all connected and serving all together. They're saying dolphins and whales are in the same they're calling it caliber of intellect. And they're saying what's been either hidden or not understood is going to be made real, meaning we're going to get more information, more understandings, or more communications with more beings on our planet. Because they're like, not only are we looking out to other races and beings in the cosmos to communicate with, but they're like, there have been many that have been dormant on our planet, or we've been limited from our capacity to communicate with them. And they're saying too, they're like, just think about the fact that like women, interesting, women who birth around whales, dolphins specifically, can have a more peaceful, harmonious, magical, energetic birth than how it can be done sometimes in very traditional Western medicine settings. Okay. And there's no judgment in how you had your babies. I had two of mine in very different ways, right? So there's no judgment on it. But it's like coming back to the way that Mother Nature works as a harmonious unit rather than all these separate species doing separate things in separate classes. And they're saying part of this is happening because, first of all, Earth is changing, so the frequency on our planet is changing, and we cannot help but become more attuned to the intelligence within plants, animals, and so on. Okay. But at the same time, as we embrace that, the more we embrace that, the more we will have a capacity to embrace the connection with those from the cosmos. It's very interesting, right? It's kind of like that idea of if you can't love yourself, it's harder to love another fully, right? And although yes, we could debate that back and forth, but it's that idea. If we can embrace the creatures and the intelligence, sorry, on our planet, we can embrace more coming from the cosmos, and it won't feel like such a disconnect. I mean, if we can have these telepathic conversations with dolphins, for example, or an octopus, then we are more open to having telepathic conversations with a different galactic being that maybe doesn't look like a humanoid. Maybe they do, right? Maybe if a giant mantis showed up, we would be more willing to have these telepathic communications because we're already used to communicating telepathically with a dolphin, right? And so you may even notice this with your own pets, having this like, it suddenly feels like they have a higher level of intelligence too. It's again like the earth consciousness rising through them, as well as our consciousness opening up to realizing that everything is connected. And that's really what it's about. So there's a big invitation to notice what you notice the next while. Notice how nature is coming alive. Notice what you're seeing or reading about. Maybe there's some new studies coming out about dolphins or octopus specifically because they brought those ones up. But just, it's really interesting. This month of August is a really neat shifting point of our awareness. And I think we're just going to be seeing so much more. So they're saying, really open your eyes to what is available on your planet. If you happen to have a higher level conversation with your garden and you think, oh my gosh, what just happened here? I just had a conversation with my garden. That is a legit thing. And I know the first time that happened to me years ago, I remember I thought I was completely nuts that I had a conversation and the thistle told me that she was the queen of the garden, right? But here's the thing is we're recognizing intelligence on so many different levels. And so that's really what's opening up for us right now. So what a cool message. I'm so curious what all of you notice, how this shows up in your world, what it looks like. Please do feel free to share in the comments. I love hearing your stories. And yeah, I'll leave that with all of you. So have a beautiful weekend. I will be back again on Monday with your card reading for the week. And I wish you all just such a beautiful day. So lots of love, everyone, and I'll see you all on Monday.